Hey seed hunters, you won't believe the amazing Minecraft seeds that I'm about to show you. We've got possibly the best spawn I've ever seen, the perfect seed for a group of 4 friends, some incredible double villages, and so much more. Here are 25 Minecraft seeds you have to try in 2025. This is one of the most breathtaking and rare structure discoveries you'll ever see. A double village nestled inside of a stunning mountain crater. When you first spawn into this world, you'll find yourself right at the top of a snowy mountain peak high above the clouds. Take a look down, and you'll be greeted by the view of a massive crater surrounded by towering jagged peaks, with what looks like an extraordinarily long village spread across the valley's floor. As you walk down the snowy slopes, it's like you've stumbled across a hidden civilization protected by a natural fortress. The amazing thing is, this isn't just one village, it's actually 2 villages fused together. It's the perfect spawn to build a kingdom where 2 village factions have joined forces. But would you believe, there are even rarer double village discoveries coming up later in the video. Up next is a beautiful hidden gem of a Minecraft seed. A peaceful plain circle surrounded by snow and packed with unique features. This seed spawns you in the heart of a circular patch of plains, an oasis of greenery nestled in the middle of a vast snowy landscape. Within your cozy spawn circle, you'll find a nice small village perfect for getting you off to a great start, along with a cherry grove hill that adds an extra touch of life and colour to the icy surroundings. It's the perfect spot to call home. It feels like you're stepping into a serene pocket of life surrounded by snowy wilderness. If you adventure beyond your snowy boundary, you'll discover a snowy village and ice spikes glistening all around you. This seed is truly magical, and if you loved this one as much as I do, I've got another seed coming up that you might like even better. I've also got the perfect seed for a multiplayer world coming up soon too, but for that, you're gonna need the perfect server host. So, after choosing your favorite seed from this video and starting an inspiring new Minecraft world, it'll be the perfect time to start an ep. Let's get back to the seeds. Now let's step into a world that immediately gives you some of the most picturesque terrain you'll ever see by spawning you right on the edge of a majestic mountain lake, surrounded by mountains and dense forests. There's even a tiny island right in the center of the lake that could be a fun place for your starter base. It's the kind of world that takes your breath away the moment you spawn in. It's the combination of serene waters, dramatic heights, and endless forests that you have been dying to explore. It's a perfect spawn to immerse yourself in nature's beauty and lose yourself in the endless possibilities of Minecraft. It's hard to imagine that there are even more beautiful landscapes still to come. Up next is a seed that spawns you right next to Minecraft's newest biome, the Pale Garden. But there's something just over the hill that makes this new biome extra special. Make your way through the forest quickly before the sun goes down, and you'll stumble across a village where some of the villagers have even dared to build their homes inside of the Pale Garden. The other half of the village sits on the edge of a meadow cliff, looking out over a long winding river. Day or night, this village gives you the ultimate start to your adventure. Look out over a beautiful landscape where everything is made of blocks, or fight off the dangers of the night. With this village, there will be no limit to your imagination. But there's still a few Pale Garden seeds to come that will blow you away. Now let's get ready to experience what I believe to be the ultimate island spawn for 2025. A dark paradise packed with rare features and endless adventures. This seed spawns you on a large, dark oak covered island, complete with Minecraft's new Pale Garden biome at its heart. The island is already special enough, but what truly makes it levels above are its 2 woodland mansions. Yeah, 2 woodland mansions on one single island. This island is really filled with both danger and opportunity. It's just waiting for you to conquer it. Just imagine the thrill of transforming these mansions into amazing island homes for you and your friends. But if 2 mansions aren't enough for you, just wait till you see what I've got in store for you. This next seed gives you an unbelievable mountain range where endless exploration awaits you. If you like to build and explore, there's no better spawn than this. This seed spawns you right by a dense forest that serves as a natural intersection where 6 mountain valleys converge. No matter which direction you look, there's a stunning mountain path for you to explore. If you think about the possibilities here, it really is a builder's paradise and an adventurer's dream. Build your base right in the center of the forest crossroads, and then build paths all around your base where every valley leads to a brand new adventure. But if you want some spawn terrain that's even more challenging, you have to see the next seed. Let's go to a world with terrain that looks like it's been plucked straight from Pandora. Right in the center of this world, you've got a floating wonderland where gravity seems to have no power. You spawn right at the top of this massive chunk of floating blocks, surrounded by crazy terrain that is scattered with more hovering islands and cliffs. Everywhere you look, blocks seem to defy the laws of physics. If you're an experienced builder, I'm sure this will bring your imagination to life. Just think of all the floating villages and sky bridges. But if you have no idea how to build, like me, maybe you could challenge yourself to see how long you can survive up here without touching the surface. Now, I think I promised you some more double village seeds, so here's another. This seed offers you a one-of-a-kind spawn where village generation gets even rarer. It's another seed where two villages have joined forces, but this time on a survival island right at spawn. The island is made even more special by its minimalistic features. Just two lone trees and a ravine splitting the villages in a way that feels like a nostalgic nod to classic Minecraft terrain. And just when you think this spawn island couldn't get any better, there's a mushroom island nearby, adding even more to its charm. Transform the double village into an island fortress, upgrade the bridge that crosses the ravine, and slowly turn the two trees into a forest that surrounds the island's coast. It's the perfect island to call home. But if you'd like an island spawn with more than one island, check out this seed because it's time to gather your crew for an unforgettable ocean adventure. 5 islands, perfectly positioned in a circular formation, offering the ideal setup for a multiplayer server. Each island is different, but they're still close enough to maintain a sense of community. Divide the islands up among friends, set up individual bases, and craft a thriving and collaborative spawn where you all trade and explore together. Whether you're building bridges or competing for resources, I'm sure this world could create a lot of memories with your friends and family. But maybe instead of islands, you'd all like a village each. This seed gives you one of the most visually stunning and uniquely layered spawns you'll ever come across. You'll spawn near a small snowy hill that stands out as the centerpiece of the world, because surrounding this white hill is a lush flower forest bursting with color. And surrounding that flower forest, 4 villages create a ring of activity which helps bring this spawn to life. And if that wasn't enough, a cherry grove biome wraps around it all, giving you a soft pink blanket of serenity and wonder for your new Minecraft spawn. From snow to flowers, villages and cherry blossom, this seed offers so much potential. Connect the 4 villages with custom paths and then build a castle or a church in the center to create one big, beautiful city. We're now 10 seeds down, and the very best seeds to play this year are still yet to come. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're enjoying the seeds so far. Still to come, we've got incredible lake spawns full of resources, pale gardens you need to check out, and the most amazing spawn I've ever seen. This seed gives you a cozy spawn where a village is surrounded by a river, meadows, and forests all around it. But there's something strange off in the distance that you need to see to believe. Head over to this giant frozen lake and you'll find a jaw-dropping structure combination where a mansion and a village somehow balance on the lake's icy surface with a super tall pillager outpost that rises up from the mansion to beyond the clouds. This seed feels like a glitch in the Matrix, but the lake itself creates a magical backdrop. There's a really nice snowy forest and plenty of space on the meadow where you could build your base and watch over these crazy structures. But next, I'd like to take you to a much more peaceful spawn. This seed has a village with what might be the chillest panoramic views any village has ever had. It's perfect for peaceful building and adventuring. The village sits right on the edge of a giant lake with stunning views across its calm waters of magnificent snowy mountains. It's like a painting brought to life in Minecraft. These villagers picked a pretty nice spot, didn't they? Once you gather resources from the forests and build on the flat plains around the lake, you'll have the perfect escape. It's the perfect spawn for a lakeside retreat. But if you don't mind the cold, I think this next spawn could be another dream location to survive in. This seed spawns you inside of an incredible snowy crater, giving you a peaceful yet dramatic setting that's perfect for a secluded survival challenge. The flat, snowy plain is super spacious and entirely surrounded by colossal snowy mountains. The natural barrier isolates you from the rest of the world, but there's a small patch of life in here that will help you feel at home. The slopes are both awe-inspiring and intimidating at the same time. Climbing up them, I was able to find an igloo with an unbeatable view of the crater, and I also think this would be the perfect spot for a winter cabin. This is really a must-try for those seeking a snowy paradise. The next seed takes us to another snowy mountain, but this time there's a village right by spawn with an amazing underground secret. You'll quickly realize that this isn't an ordinary village once you spawn into this world. Some of the houses have generated deep within a lush cave below the village. The spruce wood houses actually seem to fit really nicely with the lush cave's green foliage. It gives the underground village a nice, exotic and overgrown vibe. This could be the perfect setting to build a lush underground civilization. But if you're looking to get off to the quickest start, I've got the perfect spawn for you. This seed spawns you on a jungle coast. Take a short swim across the ocean and you'll find an island surrounded by 4 temples. Yeah, you heard that right. 4 temples that have all generated super close together, almost in a perfect square. Loot all of these temples right at the start of your game, and I'm sure you'll be stacked and ready to head over to the jungle and begin your adventure. Now, if you want the most peaceful existence possible, I'm not sure it gets any better than this, because this seed literally spawns you directly under falling cherry petals, so you know that right away, it's gonna be a good time. Take just a few steps and you'll discover another snowy mountain crater, this time with a beautiful cherry forest inside of it. It's a peaceful and isolated sanctuary where you get to enjoy the falling petals and snowfall all in the same place. It truly is an enchanting environment. But if you need access to more wood types, it doesn't get any better than this next one. Let's start your journey with a spawn that offers unbeatable diversity. A Minecraft spawn where resources are limitless. This seed spawns you near a lake that's surrounded by 8 different tree types, including oak, dark oak, pale oak, birch, spruce, jungle, acacia and cherry. The close proximity of all of these biomes surrounding this tranquil lake creates a nice and vibrant atmosphere that is full of potential. Set up your starter base next to the lake and you'll have the ultimate home for gathering resources and setting out on adventures in every direction. But there's still one place we haven't explored yet in this video, the Nether. This seed starts your adventure on a really cool survival island, but the true treasures await nearby on the mainland. The island comes with a small cherry grove and blacksmith village, offering you some nice loot to get you off to a head start. Take a short swim to the mainland and you'll discover 3 more structures super close by. There's a shipwreck, a woodland mansion and a giant ruined portal. The island provides a safe and resourceful starting point, while the mainland promises adventure and rewards. Enter the giant ruined portal and you'll spawn directly on top of a nether fortress. So you'll have an unbeatable opportunity for nether exploration right from the start too. But now it's time for a one-of-a-kind opportunity to build an interconnected cliff-face town. When you spawn right next to this insane lake, completely surrounded by steep cliffs. The cliffs are steep and flat, providing you with the perfect canvas for constructing cliff-face bases, all overlooking the serene waters of the lake. You could even build bridges connected to the cliff houses to create a special interconnected town layout. This seed is a dream for those who like to build unique settlements, and it's taken to another level by the beautiful mountain range that surrounds Spawn 2. Before we move on to the top 5 seeds to play this year in Minecraft, it's time for the final and most unbelievable double village discovery on the list. It's time to experience a mountain crater village where 2 different cultures merge in harmony. This seed spawns you in a mountain crater where not only 2 villages have joined together, but the fact that those villages are 2 different types makes it even rarer. Before this video, I don't remember ever seeing 2 villages connect, so this is definitely the first time I've seen 2 different types of villages connect. Seeing 2 different villages unify is something special, especially in such a beautiful location right at spawn, but the best spawn terrain is still yet to come. Up next is possibly the craziest outpost village I've ever seen, because you actually only get half an outpost thanks to this giant ruined portal. Unfortunately, it looks like the pillagers are still spawning, but at least this guy is stuck in the netherrack. There's loads more crazy structures on this frozen lake too. There's a village connected to the pillager portal, and a shipwreck that has crashed into the roof of a woodland mansion. I don't even want to know how that got there. This seed was one of my favourites from last year, but it got even better recently thanks to the winter drop. Right at spawn you've got a woodland mansion, an unbelievable cave village with an outpost that leads you down into a lush mine shaft, and an epic build location where a giant meadow island is surrounded by forests and a river flowing all the way around it. It's the perfect spot for a castle and a bridge crossing over the river to the mansion. There's loads of pale gardens around spawn now too, which is a huge upgrade, which I think makes this a perfect seed for 2025. But up next, we've discovered a pale garden biome with a magical secret at its heart. This seed has one of the biggest pale garden biomes I've seen so far. The mysterious silvery trees stretch as far as the eye can see. But what makes this pale garden different from the rest is what you can find at the center of it, a perfect circle of vibrant green forest that surrounds a serene blue lake. Imagine exploring through the gloomy pale forest and stumbling across this. It'd be like you've stumbled across a secret oasis full of life in the middle of the paleness. It's the perfect place for a hidden village where you could plot your next move against the creaking. Now, what have I told you? This seed contains one of the rarest Minecraft spawns ever found. 4 woodland mansions, one of the game's rarest structures, all within walking distance of each other. At the center of this seed is a giant lake, and surrounding it, 4 woodland mansions are perfectly spaced apart. Picture 4 players, each claiming a mansion, and building their own kingdoms around this shared lake. I think it would be so cool to connect each mansion with super long underground tunnels so you can visit each other's homes. Now, I just wish I had some friends. This is my favorite Minecraft spawn for 2025. It's possibly the most breathtaking spawn in Minecraft. A cozy snow village nestled beside a cherry grove hill that is almost entirely surrounded by a majestic ice spikes biome. Your adventure begins right inside of the village, and you'll only be steps away from the cherry hill that also has a spacious dripstone cave to explore. The entire area is cradled by a dramatic ice spikes biome, creating a scene so magical it looks like something out of a winter fairy tale. I think it would be really fun to try and survive here with the rule that you're never allowed to touch the snow.